But then once the event happens, it's just you see the fruit of it, and that's just a blessing.
Right.
It's a huge blessing, and then we don't just stop there though. My wife, she'll get all the information from the ladies, and then she'll keep in touch with them.
Right.
And so she becomes friends with them, and so it becomes an opportunity, a ministry opportunity to make disciples.
Right. Well, and that's what, when you said that, that's kind of like what I was thinking about. You said, you get them to not have the abortion and leave them alone.
Mm-hmm.
And, and especially as a Baptist, we were really good at leading people to Christ, get them to say that prayer.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it was
it's all about that prayer.
It was up to them to continue on with that. And
but I got him to pray.
Yeah, I mean, I got the 3 gold stars for winning.
I won, man.
And so, and then, but we didn't
what
really
did you win?
We didn't follow through, on fellowship, and discipleship.
Yeah. Right.
And so, and I think a lot of people, at churches, let's just say some, they do a tally.
Mm-hmm.
How many people came up to this, gave
Right.
this life,
Mm-hmm.
how many rededicated their lives, and but not necessarily doing the follow through, of the fellowship and continual, discipleship and bringing them around.
Sure.
You're pretty much on your own. They'll get you to that point, but after that, you're pretty much on your own to figure out the rest.
Goofy. As far as like the altar call and stuff, and every head bow, every eye closed. If you pray this prayer with me, let me see that hand. Let me see that hand. And they seem to be popping up everywhere or whatever. But I think I've heard that came out in the 1900s, like the early 1900s. And that was a way for people to tally, to kind of tally up, and also I think money was involved in that too.
Right, because I mean, if you had so many people saved, then it's just like
tithing,
it's like the ministry of running a shelter, and I'm not talking about the shelter of hope here at all, but I'm talking about shelters that I've stayed at in the past. They got you in there. They fed you, did this and stuff, and then they kicked you out the next morning. And to me, it was like they said, okay, well, we helped 38 people, 150 people, and so these were the numbers that they had to show people in order to get more donations.
Right.
To me, a lot of the, there was people that were involved in it that were sincerely trying to help people.
Sure.
But then there was other people in there just trying to get the numbers so they can get the donations.
That's right.
And so it's a lot of those missions, because when they were being rude to you and treating you like garbage, it didn't make you feel like you were in a Christian place.
No.
Right. I mean, they're just running you through like cattle.
Mm-hmm.
Then to me, it felt like it was a program, and it wasn't true nourishment. And I mean, and unfortunately, a lot of them are like that, and a lot of them are accused. Even the ones that are trying to do good, like the Pickens County Shelter of Hope, those who are not getting the exact help the way they want it to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then it's the shelter's fault. It's not their fault because, they're in need and they're not getting help the way they exactly want it. So therefore the shelter's fault.
Mm-hmm.
But, so they got an extension. They got an eviction notice from them. They're supposed to be evicted on the 25th.
Are you serious?
But yeah.
The shelter?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.